So on January 5th, 2023, President Biden announced he's going to be expanding a program to legally accept up to 30,000 people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And that's going to be every month. The program allows eligible people over the age of 18 or under 18, if you're accompanied by a parent from those eligible countries, to enter the United States legally on parole and ultimately apply for work permission and future advanced parole to travel back and forth to your home country and get a work permit. And this parole program is going to be valid for 2 years, but they're not going to have 30,000 people come from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela every month, and in 2 years tell them to go home. So it's going to absolutely be extended. Now, this program was also previously implemented for 100,000 Ukrainians last year fleeing the war in Ukraine. It's the same basic program. The Department of Homeland Security claims that this new parole program, the reason they did it for Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, and Nicaragua, is going to be to provide a lawful and streamlined way for qualifying nationals from these countries, Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, Nicaragua, obviously Ukraine last year, from entering the United States and coming even though they do not have entry documents. And it's better than trying your luck at the border or trying to cross the border illegally. Through a fully online process at uscis.gov, individuals can be considered on a case-by-case basis for advance authorization to travel to the United States and seek a temporary period of parole for up to 2 years, provided they, one, have a supporter in the United States who will provide financial and other support, two, that this supporter is a lawful resident of the United States or a United States citizen, three, this person who is applying for the parole undergoes transparent and robust security vetting, and this person meets other eligibility criteria and warrants a favorable exercise of discretion, which means that there is no skeletons in this person's closet who's coming on these parole programs. If you got skeletons in the closet, they're not going to let you in. What do I mean by skeletons? No criminal records, no fraud at the embassy, you weren't deported previously at the border, you previously didn't overstay on a visa, you're otherwise, not inadmissible to the United States. You're a good, decent, moral person. There's no skeletons in your closet that you got to be concerned about, and they'll let you in on parole. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. The Department of Homeland Security has already begun implementing this new process for Cubans, Haitians, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans. Last year, of course, for Ukrainians as well. And people are already coming and have already entered the United States from all of these countries. Now, the Department of Homeland Security has warned individuals to complete the process electronically and that they should not approach the border to access this process, as they are going to be turned away at the border. This new process, parole process for Haitians, Cubans, Venezuelans, and Ukrainians, it's not new. As I said, it's the same process used for nationals of Ukraine and their immediate family members as part of the Uniting for Ukrainian program. So obviously, as the U.S. may open this up to other countries in the future, who knows? They already have the process in place. It's easy to do. Now, here is the process. United States-based citizen or lawful permanent resident should go online to www.uscis.gov and submit Form I-134A, which is the online request to be a supporter and a declaration of financial support on behalf of the named national from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela, or Ukraine, and their immediate family members. You do not need to be their relative. It can be done for a friend. It could even be done for an acquaintance. And you only submit one form for the same person or family. Now, if you've submitted a Form I-134A online before January 6, 2023 under Uniting for Ukraine or the process for Venezuelans, your case will continue to process. They have run out of visas for Ukraine for the year. It's 100,000 for Ukraine. They're fully done. They're starting to back up now for Venezuela, Haiti, Cuba, Nicaragua. So it's on first come, first served basis. You do not need to keep filing new ones. No further action is required. Just do one. It's in the system. You have a receipt. Just wait. Do not submit a second form. It's just going to screw up the case completely. And then the individual in the particular country, whether it's Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Cuba, Ukraine, or outside of Ukraine, because Ukrainians may be outside of the country if the country's at war, are going to be notified that they have been selected, and there's no interview at the U.S. Embassy. Now, access to this program is absolutely free. Neither the United States supporter nor the beneficiary is required to pay the United States government any filing fees for the Form I-134A. You do not have to pay the U.S. government for participation in this process. However, once the eligible parolee comes to the United States, there will be filing fees for a work permit. There will be filing fees for travel permission. And there may be filing fees if you try to obtain a green card later on after you have arrived. If you have more questions or need help with Haitian, Cuban, Nicaraguan, Venezuelan, or Ukrainian parole, call me. Set up a consultation. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.